I'm going to be showing the assignment 2 presentation here for medical robotics. So the first step was to use 3D Slicer to do segmentation. So what we did was we go all modules and editor, we come to this page, and then using the threshold tool, we're able to set a number of pixel values that are going to illuminate a certain region. And then you can also use the draw tool here, and if you go over it like this, it'll fill in anything that was within the threshold, so you don't have to get anything that was wrong. And basically, as you do this over a couple of slices, you end up with a 3D model that you can export something that looks like this. I did it for about, I don't know, about 10 slices prior. So that's how the 3D slicer portion works, and then you export that as a .ply file. The first look at the GUI here, we're going to first connect the Arduino, and then get a little dialog that says it was connected, and then load the MRI images. Down here for the slicer, you can see that as we scroll through these, the little tag there updates saying which slice we're on. But also, if you choose to use the Arduino slice control, with this hardware here, you can turn the potentiometer knob and actually go through the different slices that way, from 1 to 27 completely. To terminate, you press the button on the circuit, and it says done. Next portion shows the image filtering. So if we press load image to filter, it'll move over what we had in our slicer. You can apply things such as a motion blur filter, some salt and pepper, use a median filter to remove that. The reset button brings back Laplacian filters, sort of like an edge detection algorithm. But another thing that we can do is the Arduino brightness control. So when that's pressed, you can come over here, the LED lights up, showing that we're in control, basically. And then as we turn the knob, we can range all the way from black to fully white. Obviously, somewhere in the middle here is optimal. To terminate, you just press the button and receive the message done. So for the Delaunay triangulation portion of the GUI, we press that. It'll bring out a cursor and start to draw, and then press enter to move the next slice. I've got 10 to go through, so I'm gonna fast forward on this. So here's the last slice that we have to do, so I'll just do another 2 here, and then press enter, give it a second, and we'll end up with this rather strange looking triangulation, but regardless, that's for the Delaunay triangulation portion of the GUI. And then finally, in all honesty, couldn't get the .ply file from 3D Slicer to load properly. This is just an image that I got from the application. The function that was offered to some students in the class and shared by the professor. I read online that there's a problem with older versions of MATLAB that the codes need to be case sensitive, and I couldn't really parse through and figure out why it wouldn't run. So regardless, this is the GUI in total, has all the functionalities necessary, and I hope you enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks, bye.